first of all simplify for the value of x. It's very simple. You will do the cross multiplication like this one. It will become 6 times 7 divided by 24, and x will be equal to like this one. So doing the cross multiplication, we need to separate the value of x. So we are keeping x on one side and we are shifting from denominator towards numerator on the other side, and then we will solve it for the value of x. So cancellation will give you 7 by 4, and this is the value of x. This is equal to 7 by 4. But according to the question or the requirement, we need to find value of 4x. So we have calculated the value of x. So very simply, we will multiply both sides by 4. So it will become 4 times 7 by 4. So that is equals to 7 only. So we come to know that actually 4x is equals to 7. So once you will fill in the blanks, you will simply write there 4x equals to 7. Like this one. You will simply substitute the value of 4x. It's sort of a short question, and it's very simple. Straight away calculations are required. Now if you want to further simplify, take another part. Let's see part number 3 for question number 10, and third part, it is 9pq over 2lm equals to 18p divided by 5m. It is a statement, and we are being asked to find the value of 5q. So we have to substitute, or we have to find the value of 5q, what it will be. So now your task should be this, that you have to separate 5q. So you should go for the cross multiplication in the very first step. Better you should write 5m dot 9pq equals to 2lm dot 18p, like this one. And then you will simplify because you wanted to keep q on one side. So what will you do, that you should shift all the terms other than 5 and q on the other side. Means I will keep 5 and q on this side, and I will shift all the terms on the other side. Like I will shift 9, p and m. Only 5q will be on this side. So it will give you 9 2s are 18, m will be cancelled. So we will get 2 into 2 4, L, P, and P will also be cancelled rather. So it will become 5q equals to 4L. This is how you will calculate the value. Though you people can do it in this way, that you can even find first value of q and then you find the value of 5q. So this is very simple short question in which you just have to do the cross multiplication. Okay, now we are going to solve next question, that is question number 11, and we will take part number 4, part number 5, which are of the form, if once we will do the part number 4 and 5, the rest of the parts will be solved in a similar way. So we are going to start question number 11. I will show you on the screen that which is the question. So this is question number 11. All of you can see there are the first 3 parts. So third part, and if we compare with part number 5, it is similar sort of question. So we will be solving part number 4 and 5 from question number 11. So I'm just, let me write the statement of part number 4, and we are asked in the question that find value of x. So how to find the value of x? This is required to be explained. I'm writing the statement of question number 11. Very question number 11. It's part number 4. We are being asked to find value of x, and we are provided a relationship p square plus pq plus q square ratio x proportion p cube q cube over p plus q ratio p minus q whole square. So it is a format of question that we have to solve. So let me solve it for you now. All of you can see it, I hope. So this is to the pattern of working or solution of the equation will be like this one. We normally write a formula. I have explained last time, so I will explain it once again. This is a sign of proportionality. These two terms are called means, which are in between, and first and last terms are called extremes. First and last are called extremes, and middle two terms are called means. And we have a formula that is product of means is equals to product of extremes. Means is equals to product of extremes. You simply have to get them multiply and you will form an equation as you people have done in question number 10. Product of extremes. So we will solve it in such a way that you will write x times p raised to power 3 minus q raised to power 3 whole divided by p plus q. This will be equals to product of extremes. That first term on the extreme left hand side is p square pq plus q square, and it will be multiplied with p minus q whole square, like this one. So we will simplify this expression for the value of p only, right? So let me write that how we will proceed. So we know the formula, that is formula of a cube minus b cube is equals to a minus b a square plus ab plus b square. This is the formula that we will use. You people have done this formula in grade 9. So we will apply this formula right here in the expansion of p cube minus q cube. And then we will see that these two terms are will be cancelled. But before that, I also want to tell you that because I have to keep value of x on one side, so I will shift it into the denominator right here, and I will go for the cross multiplication of p plus q across the other side. So I will keep x on left hand side, which is the required task, and I will shift all other terms on the other side accordingly, either into the numerator or into the denominator. So this is the format. This term p plus q will be shifted on the other side. So I will shift it like this one, and p minus q is whole square is already been there, and divided by p raised to power 3 minus q raised to power 3, like this one. And I have just given you the reference of the above formula, a cube minus b cube, that we will apply right here into the denominator. Now we will simply expand it and we will simplify the expression. So for this purpose, I will write it like p square plus pq plus q square dot p plus q and p minus q will be as it is, and we will expand it by formula p minus q, p square plus pq plus q square. This is because of the expansion of the formula. Now you will notice that few terms will be cancelled, like this one will be cancelled and p minus q will be cancelled with one term, so we will only left with p plus q and p minus q. And you know it very well that this is equals to p square minus q square by the help of the formula, or you can go for the multiplication. This is how you will finish the statement of the question. This is part number 4. Because this is the comparison of two ratios, that is called proportion. These 4 signs are called sign of proportionality, and sign of proportionality is actually the two comparison of two ratios, as I explained you in the previous classes. So if you go for the cross multiplication like this one, and we have to find value of x, so you simply get these two brackets cross multiplied and then simplified in terms of x to find the value of x. 16 minus x dot 11 minus x. Now you will get them multiplied. 25 into 8 will become, that is 200 minus 8x minus 25x plus x square equals to 16 times 11 6 are 66. It will become 176 minus 16x minus 11x and plus x square. So this is a term on fine, and you can see that from both sides we can cancel the terms, like x square will be cancelled by x square, so that we can reduce the working pattern equations on both sides. So 176 minus this will become 27x. On left hand side it will become 200 minus 33x. So this is very much in terms of equation. You will shift variable terms involving x on one side and terms involving constants on other side, like this one. And then once you will subtract these two terms, 24 from here, 33 minus 27, so it will become 6x, and x will become 24 by 6, that is equals to 4. So this is how you will calculate this value of x. So this is part number question number 11, and this is part number 3. Let me take your question.